Coming up on the Daily Dime, it's round 3 between KD and Kobe, but would the Lakers leave Oklahoma City on the brink? The James Gang made their way into Chicago as the Bulls tried to hang on for dear life, and Jason Richardson picks a fine time for a career night. It's all next on the Dime.
Collison in there fighting with Bynum. And picked up by Kevin Durant. A 2-on-1, a 3-on-1. Oh, flying off the rim.
That's why you want to play a speed game. That's when you have an advantage. But they have an advantage when they do this.
Welcome to the Daily Dime. I'm Alex Loeb. Coming up in a bit, we'll check in on the Lake Show and pay a visit to Portland. But first, for the 13th time in team history, the Chicago Bulls trailed 2-0 in a best-of-7 series, and only once before had they ever rallied to win the series when down 2-0. But on Thursday night, Chicago showed that Cleveland may have gotten just a bit too comfortable heading into the Windy City. Derrick Rose and the Bulls trying to bounce back from the 0-2 deficit. We go right to the fourth quarter. Cleveland down by 11, but LeBron cutting the deficit to single digits. However, he would miss the free throw, and Cleveland trailed 84-75. Then with less than 3 to play, Rose answers. It's a 192 Bulls lead, but the Cavs not ready to say goodnight just yet. Less than a minute remaining, and Mo Williams from the wing makes it a 104-99 game. Then after 2 missed free throws by Chicago, LeBron with a triple of his own, and all of a sudden Cleveland within 2. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Check out the arrow on LeBron, boxed out on the missed free throw. Brad Miller able to get the rebound, and he is fouled with 6.2 seconds remaining. LeBron not happy, feels like he got clotheslined, but we move on moments later after Miller makes both free throws. Mo Williams added one more time, pulling the Cavs back within 1. Final seconds now, Luol Deng missing the free throw, so Cleveland with a chance to win it, down 2, time winding down. Anthony Parker for the win, but can't get it to fall as Chicago picks up victory number 1 in the series, 108-106.
My biggest thing was just sticking together. No turnovers, no quick shots, anything like that. When they made that run, I think we missed like 5 or 6 shots in a row, and they was converting on all their shots, and I just didn't want no turnovers and no quick shots like that to get him on the break.
Obviously, we got a terrific performance from LeBron, and he put us on his shoulders offensively and almost got us the win. But we know that we have to play better than what we did tonight in order to beat these guys.
Derrick Rose notched his second career 30-point game in the postseason, and the Bulls are now 2-0 when he has 30-plus points in the playoffs. 2-2, by the way, when he scores 20 to 30, and 0-4 when he's held under 20 points. Rose is averaging 27.3 points per game this series, so he may need to score more if the Bulls have any shot of winning against the Cavaliers. Scott Brooks receiving his Coach of the Year award, but the Thunder franchise had dropped 14 of their last 15 to L.A. Second quarter, Russell Westbrook pulling the Thunder within 3. He had 27 points on the night. As for the Mamba, Kobe Bryant, 24 points on the evening, but was just 10 of 29 from the field. We move on to the third quarter, and with this tray from the wing, Kevin Durant ties the game at 74, and we head to the final quarter. The Lakers down by 3 until Kobe Bryant finds Andrew Bynum. Bynamite ties the game after the free throw, but with just over 5 minutes to play, the Thunder took over. KD with a monster night, 29 points and 19 boards. And then with less than 2 to play, OKC hanging on by 3. Westbrook seals it with the and 1 as the Thunder pick up their first playoff win ever since moving to Oklahoma City, 101-96.
Doug Collins said you can always do things to keep your team going, do things. You got 19 rebounds. How did you keep it all together?
I just wanted to play hard. I was down on myself after the first quarter, you know, getting 2 fouls and going 0 for 4, but I kept at it. My teammates kept encouraging me, man, and I just tried to do other things, play a defense, get a rebound. So it was a good win for us.
So Kevin Durant struggled early, missing 13 of 17 shots in the first 3 quarters, but the Thunder trailed by just 1. In the fourth, Durant turned it up while Kobe went ice cold. KD hit 4 of 7 shots, while Bryant buried just 2 of 10. Elsewhere in the West, the Suns and Blazers series shifted to the Rose Garden, where Phoenix was looking for a second straight blowout as they tried to grab the series lead. Alvin Gentry and the Suns looking to take a 2-1 series lead. We start things off in the first quarter. Grant Hill looking for Jason Richardson, and the Suns out to an early 6-point lead. Later in the quarter, in a 9-point game, Steve Nash goes up top to Jay Rich. 2 of his 42 points on the night. Phoenix up by 11 and running away with it by the second quarter. Amari Stoudemire goes glass, stat with 20 on the night, and the Suns up by 30. On to the second half. Things getting a little bit physical off the Dudley miss. LaMarcus Aldridge and Amari Stoudemire getting tangled up. A few elbows being thrown and double technicals were given out on the play. Aldridge a little bit upset after Amari nearly elbowed him in the head. However, it wouldn't help the Trailblazers get back in this game. On to the fourth. Richardson with one of his 8 trays on the night in yet another Phoenix blowout, 108-89.
You know, 9 years in the league, only been to playoffs twice, so it's been 7 summers at home. And right now, I just don't take anything for granted. It's like, you know, my first playoff pretty much, and just, you know, leaving everything on the floor.
Tonight, he just caught fire, and, you know, it was, you can't, it's very difficult to take away both. So when he shoots it like that, you know, we're going to be difficult to beat, and he was phenomenal tonight.
Team Noah. Good ball movement again. Dang with a beautiful move. Dang to the reverse. Dang around James and then scored on the reverse.
All right, time to get to the dunks, and we begin in Oklahoma City, where Russell Westbrook went airborne against the Lake Show.
Now Westbrook, that's what he does best, get in the open floor.
In Chicago, even though it was in a losing effort, the King put together another highlight reel flush against the Bulls.
No way you're going to catch LeBron James in the open court. You get a hand on the loose ball, and it's a foot race.
And finally, while Kevin Durant may have stolen the show in Game 3, our dunk of the night goes back to his teammate, Mr. Westbrook.
Man, oh man, you talk about putting this place on fire. First of all, it was Westbrook with a brilliant play, the dunk.
Time for tonight's stat sheet stuffer, which goes to the Chicago Bulls. A solid performance all around from the field allowed the Bulls to take Game 3 against the Cavs. Chicago finally found their three-point stroke, led by a 4-for-4 performance from Kirk Heinrich. They also got to the line more and outscored the Cavs in the paint. The Chicago Bulls are your stat sheet stuffers of the night. And the NBA playoffs continue on ESPN and ESPN2 tonight with 3 Game 3s. First at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, the Celtics head to Miami to take on Dwayne Wade and the Heat. Then at 9:30 on ESPN, it's the Mavs and Spurs. And finally at 10:30 Eastern on ESPN2, Melo and the Nuggets take on the Jazz. And speaking of the Nuggets and Jazz, Denver has decided to hold Kenyon Martin out of practice with a bothersome knee. Kmart is currently a game-time decision, while Utah is hoping to get Andrei Kirilenko back in either Game 6 or 7 as he recuperates from a calf injury. That will do it for this edition of The Dime. We thank you for watching and leave you now with our Call of the Night.
Farmar, Fisher, Kobe, and Gasol, the Laker 5. Kobe Farmar, defended by Westbrook for three. Artest for three. Foul, Gasol, and Oklahoma City is gonna win it. On a night that Scott Brooks, the coach of the Thunder, was awarded the trophy for Coach of the Year in the NBA. A 27-win turnaround from last season, the 6th best in NBA history. What a night against the defending NBA champion Lakers.